Hey friends, welcome to a game audio playthrough of the finals. My name is Greg, I'm a sound designer for video games, and today we'll be playing the finals, listening to it, and really analyzing the soundscapes, break down how they work, and kind of what you hear and why. So who created this game? Well, Embark Studios did. They are based in Stockholm, Sweden, and a lot of their team are ex-DICE employees, so a lot of them have experience from titles such as Battlefield, which is really reflected in this because it's a shooter game, there's a lot of destruction, so yeah, they brought some really good talent over with them. The audio team is made up of Carl Strandberg, Andreas Almström, Ed Hargrave, Sailor and I, or also known as Alexander Sjödin. So Carl and Andreas, they're joint audio directors. In a podcast, they kind of say how there's not really a big hierarchy and that they're kind of doing the vision together in terms of the audio vision. Ed joined later, I believe, in 2023 and is a audio lead. So Alexander is a music producer. He wrote a bunch of the tracks for the finals, and yeah, just really the whole team did an absolutely incredible job. This game sounds fucking incredible. There might have been some more people who worked on this. I believe they did some recording with Pole Position Production as well, because there's a video about explosions, which is in the description below, but they're not really credited, so I'm not sure. If you do know, let me know in the comments. But what we'll do is we'll get into the menus and talk a little bit about UI sound design. So first off, I'm going to lower the volume of the music because although it is really cool, it kind of masks all of the UI sounds. So why is UI important? Well, it's the first experience and interaction that we have with the game, so making sure that it matches kind of the aesthetic of the rest of the game, and not just visually but also obviously like the audio is really important. So in this case we've got super bright, intense colors. This whole game is based kind of like on the concept of a game show with a big crowd, and yeah, so the vibe is very arcadey and it's doing a good job at that. Let's listen to the settings menu. So we've got a very digital kind of a little bit more stylized, not really sleek, more kind of towards the direction of a bit, how should I say this, playful, I guess. Very arcadey. So we've got some tonal elements in here, and this kind of grounded element as the transient, the tk, followed by the ding. Nice. Cool, so here we have an extra layer behind the hover, which sounds like kind of like a very textured electricity synthy type thing, covering kind of like a larger whole of the frequency spectrum. Really interesting. Ooh, so this is a really cool sound. So it has a couple of different elements. It kind of sounds like we're pressing a button on an arcade machine, and then it has this nice like doodling tonal element to it, and this high bubbly sparkly element, which is really the tail for the whole sound. So this is really cool. Again, we have kind of a whoosh plus lots of textured, glitchy digital sounds, and then at the end a little zing, tonal swing type sound to again make it really nice. Okay, so the plan is we're gonna jump into a quick cache game, and I'll talk a little bit while I'm playing, and later on we will go into the practice tool and dive into the nitty-gritty and really analyze and examine how each of the elements work, and yeah, try and lift some of the curtain. So how this works is basically you find a vault, grab the cash, take it to the cash out station. So it's kind of like a capture the flag, followed by bring the flag to a point position and then defend that position for a certain amount of time. So obviously this is a first-person shooter, which means that huge emphasis from a mix is on the weapons, and also we have a bunch of different gadgets in this game, like these specializations, and some cool different grenades and things like jump pads and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different sounds and gadgets that gadgets and tools that can make cool sounds here. And we've got the crowd going on now, counting down. I should put the music back on.
Here we go! The Kingfish, the Shock and Awe, and finally, the Steamrollers.
So it's cool, these little...
Don't blink!
That's such a good entry. These little sounds that play, you can change like what kind of emote you want to do.
The team that gathers enough cash first will seal the win.
Right you are, Scotty. Time to turn up the heat in this thrilling cash quest.
So when we run and we jump, we can hear a little whoosh as we jump down, depending on how far we jump and land. I can demonstrate this. Ooh, we're getting shot at, and we know that because we could hear a little bullet crack. Okay, so we can hear the bullets and cracks. That's really important. Obviously, we have a visual indicator as well.
You never miss a beat, Scotty. It's why you're the expert.
What was that? What is that? Oh my god, the katana guy. I heard like some weird sounds as well. Okay, so that was an invisibility cloak sound. That's pretty cool. You have like a loop while it's happening.
The Kingfish have got their net in the water. They've started their first cash out.
Also, important to note, there's no music during gameplay.
The arena is buzzing.
And when I respawned, it was pretty cool. You had this insert coin.
Deploying turret! The Shock and Awe have taken up arms and are charging back into the arena. Team respawn!
Hostile sonar, move!
Oh, I'm dead. I'm dying. The revive sound goes like up the longer you press it, and that helps indicate like when it's done. Alright, come on, come on. Let's throw this inside. Damn it. We need to go one deeper. Okay, I got it. So when I killed that guy, there was this really good sound of the cash out ching. I tried. Okay, so you can hear the the whatever it's called, Cashout point has an actual little music clip that it's playing, and that is diegetic. The reason for that is so that we can hear it where it is in space, because obviously it changes because the whole building is able to like explode and collapse. So that's why we want it. Right, so we can see press start, credits. Oh, well, I was able to respawn, but now I'm not. And I know that because my team got wiped, and the reason I know that is because there was a huge horn that went like, or an alarm rather, and yeah, so again, big part of this arcadey direction. And then when we respawn, we get this big melodic, very cool. Oh, I shouldn't go out there, that's close. Where are we going? Where do we want to go? What are we trying to do? Okay, we need to go to the vault.
Cash out in progress, thanks to the Kingfish.
Oh, I just sent it. Okay, there's people up there. The explosions as well. They have such great like reverb and spatial information on them. It's beautiful. And we ooh. Crap. All right, that was not good. The mines make a really cool sound as well. A little pew, 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 pew. So you're aware of them. Okay, and the crowd just booed because we didn't do well and we died. There was a... So the crowd reacted poorly.
Attack on A! Steal it!
Fantastic steal by the shock and awe.
Ah, not the katana.
Deploying jump pad!
Throwing fire!
The music changes because we're about to have a winner. So there's like a little jingle.
Contestant is really cutting through the competition.
And we get a big musical stinger, and there's like a lot of money-based sounds. That's a big audio direction pillar. It's like loads of money-based sounds. So if we actually look very briefly at the pillars here, we can see we've got like, so the audio direction again is the aesthetic and like the creative rule set and vibe for the whole game. We've got arcadey and digital, so red for future. We've got vibrant, exciting and upbeat, satisfying. It's like it's a game show. We've got a very chaotic soundscape, and then another one is we've got lots of money in terms of like the sounds. It's also super tonal. I'm gonna add tonal to here as well. There's lots of melodic stuff in there, but there's no music when the fighting starts. And this is a cool one. So dynamic bursts of absolute chaos. I watched I listened to a podcast with the audio directors, and they mentioned this as one of their pillars, and I just love that as a pillar. Oh, the crowd is excited and singing. Okay, so these are the sounds for my friends dying in the distance. It's like a interesting like alarm type, very melodic sound. And got a big buzzer.
Return to the arena. The Kingfish are looking for a crown. They've started a cash out.
I love that little, the sound for going up the rope, the zip line. Let's listen to this quickly. We've got the attach sound. Then it plays a loop, basically, that goes like up, and then once we're up, it stops the loop.
Sending a frag! Throwing a frag! Turret plate!
We're halfway through the match, and I bet the
come on.
sponsors are impressed with the play so far.
Viewers,
Are
don't
they?
go anywhere. You won't want to miss a second.
Oh my god.
The shock and awe find themselves on the receiving end of the wipe out again.
Oh no. Whole team got wiped. Dun, dun. Buzzer. Grenades or mine sounds.
The shock and awe are re-entering the arena.
We've got this turret as well, and they always make like big alarm dun, 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 when they are about to dish out some damage. Okay, we've got a winner again because the little ARP.
Deploying jump pad!
The scales tipped in favor of the Kingfish in this match. Thanks again to our sponsors and to our viewers at home.
And we've got the crowd cheering. Now let's listen to the menu here. Ooh, nice little. Sweet, so let's briefly talk about this. The game is intense, there's a lot of chaos, there's lots going on at once. Something that I want to quickly talk about is the voiceovers. So interestingly enough, all of the commentary, the contestant voices, and the barks, meaning stuff like out of ammo, throwing grenade, is all text-to-speech AI, and I believe the provider is 11 Labs. The reason that they are using this is, they say, is because of flexibility and speed and reacting to ideas. So makes a lot of sense. They're a very small team, and there's quite a lot of audio in this game. So not having to deal with the whole voiceover pipeline in terms of like casting, recording, editing, and also like directing the whole sessions, all of that is definitely made easier with, I'm sure, like text-to-speech AI. So it actually works really well in this game, I believe. So yeah, pretty interesting and cool to see it in action. The vocalizations that were recorded, however, are things like breathing, vaulting, jumping, and grunting. So like all of the exertions. So like the all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. In terms of the Foley, let's go into the practice tool and check out some of the Foley, some of the destruction, the gunplay, and just go a little bit more in depth with some of these. So when we talk about the Foley, Foley is anything movement based. Or like interactions from the character, and the idea is to also kind of add weight and ground the character in what they're doing. In this case, the Foley is not super loud, but it is definitely present, especially the footsteps. There's a lot of emphasis on the footsteps, not that much emphasis on the cloth Foley, and the reason for that is, of course, it's a first-person shooter where you have to use a lot of the audio to figure out what's happening, where the enemies are, all of that stuff. So the spatialization is really important in this case. So I need to know when I'm walking or running. That's really important to hear. But for me, the cloth is not really important to hear, and the reason for that is because it's like the cloth will be a more kind of not a sustained sound, but it has no transients. Footstep have clear transients, so they can cut out a lot more, and also in a realistic scenario, like the footsteps are going to be the loudest thing. So yeah, there's not a lot of cloth Foley in here. One thing that's really cool though is
Let's get airborne.
that there's a little whoosh. Based on how far you fall. And so the way this actually works is the following. So if we have a character and the character goes onto a jump pad and then gets propelled all the way up, once they're in the air, they can then, for example, trigger an event. Oops, we can't see this, so put it here. Once they're in the air, it might trigger an event, and that is called falling whoosh. And then when they go back to downwards, based on the velocity, so the speed, we can then increase a value. So this value goes from 0 to maybe like up to like 80, and it starts at 20 and it goes up really quickly. And then basically on that sound, we can, if we have like an XY axis and the sound plays and it's just like a loop, we can, for example, then raise the volume here as this number goes up. And then once we hit the floor here, it goes down to 0 again, and the event stops essentially. So we get like in terms of like a volume curve, or like an actual, if I draw the thing, it would be like we go up and then we hear like, and then when we go down, it would get more intense, so until like it's a hard cutoff when we land. So yeah. Anyway, another thing I wanted to talk about is the hit markers. So you can hear that the hit markers are a little very high pling sound, and they are like they're 2D, which means it doesn't matter where how far away you are or where the character is, you'll always hear it like right in your ears as like a 2D sound. And they are, if you've ever played Battlefield 1, they're very similar to Battlefield 1, and that is because they took a lot of inspiration from it. And so basically it consists of really 3 important parts, and that is timing. So they wanted to separate the kill sound from the transient of the shooting. And by the way, this is some of the things that the developers themselves have said on the podcast, which link is in the description. Really cool, would recommend listening. Then the second thing is the frequency. So it's a really high frequency because they wanted it to punch through the mix. And then the third thing is the association. So you have like this money ting ting, and really like the high satisfying, high transient sound. And that is basically the idea of that is to get it associated with money and excitement, and it feels like a really nice, satisfying sound. And so the interesting thing as well is we have like money sounds on the shots, but then on the headshots we have like an extra high layer of pling, so we get like 2 different sounds. There we go. Very cool. So we also can hear our casings. Very cool. And then another thing that we have is cracks. So when the bullets go and the casings like crack on the surface. Not the casings, the actual bullets. We get like the ricochet. But those sounds are actually 2D. And you can hear them, that they're slightly panned. And we have different materials as well for bullet impact. That is especially cool. Okay, and so this actual sound is, I believe, for when you shoot any kind of gadget. And the reason is, like, you can tell that is the case is because of the delay transient. Because and that kind of like foop sound. Yeah, the transient is delayed so that it has space. Then let's listen to some destruction. So straight away you have like a tail. By the way, that little sound is just like some shooting that's going on over here. Kind of annoying that maybe stop, but oh well. Yeah, so you have when you send an explosive into the wall, you get like a nice explosion, and then lots of rubble and tail and like dust and dirt and debris afterwards. So we have lots of glass and all of this, so basically just when it happens, there's like a very long tail, which even though no parts are actually falling, you just have like the tail. And so here, when a surface cracks, when there's a crack, we get like a big sound that plays. And then when it impacts again, based on the velocity, I believe. So you get like a long tail. Oops. I can't get it into the... Alright. Come on, we can do this. We had some really big stone and boulder sounds. Fantastic. And here when we run into this stuff, we have like some metal bumping and whatever. Nice. Yeah. Really, really cool stuff here. I'm very impressed with the destruction system. So yeah, it just works probably based on some material aspects and like the impact intensity. So this here, you could hear the metal dropping to the floor. Versus all of this is just a mixture of rubble and glass and bricks and stuff. So they just probably have like all of these in one container. Ooh, this is a really awesome sound as well. The jump pad.
Get airborne!
Right, let's... So we've got some gas sounds here, some And then when we are in the gas, of course, we have to cough. That's important to make it super clear. And we get like a transient for the gas impacts of like the damage. So it does damage like shots do damage. And when we have a critical amount of damage, we get this really big tick-doom, which notifies us. So it's a crit basically, and yeah, it's like... Ooh, and then as the health bar fills up, we have a little sound as well. That's really cool. So I'll quickly illustrate how that works. That's kind of awesome. So health bar. So we have a 0 to 250, and then as the health goes up, we have like a little loop that plays and rises in volume with like a little ticker as well. So it's like tick 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 tick, and then the higher the actual, what's it called? The higher the number. I'm getting distracted by all the gunshots here. I need to move away. The higher the number is, the lower the volume gets. And yeah, pretty cool. Very neat. Right, so let's go back into the game, play another one. Another thing I want to talk about is the music quickly. So the soundtrack of the game is pretty cool. We've got music in the menu, and then we've got music in the lobby, but we've got no music during the actual game. Oh, music on the game start as well. And then back again, music when the game ends. So why is there no music during the gameplay? The reason for that is because the game is extremely chaotic and there's a lot going on. So the role of the music is to really excite and hype the player up. And the other role of the music is to tell us what happens in the game world. In this case, when a Cashout is there, obviously I already talked about this, we have the little song playing so that the players can actually hear what's going on through like walls and stuff. So it's important spatial information, and because of the destruction and the dynamic map changes, we need that so we know where the stuff is. Ooh, so we have some music here, some diegetic music.
Look out for the new owners of that cash box.
Little
It's
jazz.
the steamrollers. It's the steamrollers.
I'm gonna get him. I'm not sure. Oh, so close. Okay, and you can hear the crowd, right? The crowd is really cool because what it does is it tells us what's currently happening in terms of the hype level. So the crowd is tied to your gameplay and that of the teams, and we've got a hype meter. And so at neutral, nothing happens. There's no crowd. But when things go well, so like eliminations, cash out, or if we destroy a building, then the crowd gets hyped and we hear like cheers and chants and all kinds of stuff. And when we die or the team is wiped, it's basically like the crowd is disappointed and starts booing and stuff. So the crowd hype and intensity is basically based on the player's actions. So very, very awesome mechanic. Alright, I'm gonna insert a coin and go win this with my team. Come on. Come on, team. No! Clutch for it. Yes! Crap. Oops. Nice, we did it, we did it. Ooh, I keep shooting my own team. Oh, we're 4. What? Wait, that's weird. So close. Nope, can't do it.
Deja vu for the king.
I love the fact that when you die, like the coins get spilled on the floor. There's a really cool story as well about like the developers having to go into a bank and like a cash exchange and ask for like a huge amount of coins, and then they had to get like a stone concrete slab from a construction site in order to then bring it into the studio and record it. So yeah, crazy. And it was funny because they were when they were in like the place to get the coins, the lady was like, yeah, I think these coins will sound better than these and stuff. So really, really funny actually. Not using my eyes. Where did he go? Nice. Where do we need to go?
The kingfish swooped up a cash box.
I don't know where we need to go. But away from here. Maybe to B. Let's go to B. This is gonna be so sus.
The kingfish may lure someone into stealing. They've started a cash out.
Let's fortify this. Yeah, the music is so cool. I think these ones are helpful. It's funny though, because you can actually hear like the... Oh god. Oh no, it's being stolen! No!
By the steamrollers.
Wow, that was a bold play.
Come on.
The steamrollers get flattened once more.
Wow. It worked and it didn't. was not good. Also, I think we have like a little bit of a low pass filter, as in a lot of games when we're when we are low health.
The steamrollers are unlocking Vault 4.
Fun. Right, this is actually a close game.
Frag grenade out!
Oh my god! That was terrible. And again, big horns for a warning. Very cool.
I'm reviving.
Back in action!
Well, this is quite a surprise. Our game show event has transformed the arena into an arcade-like battleground, complete with descending aliens.
Descending aliens, alright. And then here we have a rock arena. And you can hear like, ooh!
Jumpcat here!
The skies are still filled with these feisty critters in this unexpected game show event. Steamrollers
Crikey.
Cashout.
Pop the frag!
Not good. Man, this game. There's so much stuff happening all the time. That was
A contestant is collecting eliminations one after another.
our notifications for a team getting wiped, one and the other. Oh my god. I think that's the aliens.
Just one
Yeah.
remaining.
Every second counts.
Oh god.
I
Excellent.
guess that Cashout isn't going anywhere. Nice anti-theft play.
Alright, quick, steal!
We still have 30 seconds remaining.
It worked!
Impressive steal by the Kingfish.
Oh my god, I'm still alive. I don't know how. Oh, but there's someone over there.
Frag!
10 seconds left.
No! Again, that guy. But we got the cash out. We won.
That's a wrap, folks. The Kingfish reeled in victory. On behalf of all of us here at the finals, thanks for watching.
Amazing. Yeah, that was really cool. Again, the crowd. The whole game show feeling is so well established. Oh, what a game. Big fan of this game. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. The only other thing to talk about, I mean, there's still loads more to talk about, but another thing that is interesting are like the actual weapons. The weapons sound really good. Loads of them, I believe, if not all of them, were custom recorded. They sound just amazing. They live a lot more in like the higher frequencies. They're not like insanely beefy weapons, but there's so many explosions and kind of destruction stuff going on, so the weapons cut through nicely, because that lives in the lower bassier bits. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, my friends. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you want to learn more about game audio, then check out the link in the description or visit gameaudiolearning.com, and I'll see you in the next episode.